So, hi, Craig. Don't go into the main base if you can help it. And if you have to go into the main base, sneak, please. Because I learned about boar taming in general. So here's the main problem that the main mistake that I was making last week. The main mistake I was making was helping Craig with his stupid castle. No, I actually like work on the castle. I want to work on it more. But no, the mistake was being too far away from the base. So basically, it's kind of like Minecraft, where like if you're too far away from a place, it gets unloaded. Valheim is the same way, where if you're too far away from a place, the stuff in that place kind of gets unloaded. And that includes the animals that are taming. So if you're too far away, they won't continue to tame because they're unloaded. But obviously you can't be too close because they'll be afraid of you. So what I'm going to do today is work a bit in the garden, which is in the base and close enough for them to be loaded, but far enough away that they hopefully, won't get, aggroed to me. And hopefully that'll finish the taming. And then I will continue to help Craig with his castle after that, because I want these goddamn boars to be goddamn tamed. I am sick of these motherfucking boars getting not motherfucking tamed. Get out of here, buke-berries. So what I'm gonna do is basically work on this big, this area here that I've kind of flattened out to expand the farm. I'm gonna need maybe a little bit more rock for it. I know that, Craig, you're wanting a lot of rock for yours, but I just need like a little bit more rock to finish this. So I'm gonna get some.
How dare you?
I'm just gonna get some rock right here.
All stone belongs to me.
Outside the base, so the boar shouldn't be too bothered by my mining. So apparently, from start to finish, taming really only takes, assuming you have everything needed and are not scaring them or not close enough to scare them, taming actually only takes about half an hour from start to finish. That's how long it takes to tame. How long have we had these boars now? In game time? Like 8 hours? Maybe more?
1.5 hours.
But no, I want to get this done. They have the food. I think, I think the main two reasons they haven't been tamed yet is that I left the fires. Well, that was like 2 weeks ago I left the fires on. And then last week I was away, so nobody was close enough for them to still be loaded in. But now I'm staying. And it should only take a few minutes. Theoretically. For one, at least. The other one's down at like 20%. The other one's going to take longer, but... But the thing is, I need to expand the garden anyway. I've also learned a little bit about gardening. For one thing, I think my plants are like way too far apart. Like they can be a little bit closer, which means I can plant more things in the same space. Having said that, I'm not going to be planting them in the same space. I'm going to be planting them over in the big flat area that I've made. I am probably still going to plant stuff in that space. It's probably what I'm probably going to do. Maybe we'll see. I was thinking about maybe using that whole space for the seed plants, and then using the big space for the actual like plants. That might be what I end up doing. But we'll see. We'll see what I feel like. Let's see. Oops. But there too. I think that's pretty good. This is weird. This is also a little bit weird. I also learned the power of holding shift while leveling ground. Real ultimate power. Apparently you can make really nice slopes going up or down, I suppose, by holding shift.
Yeah.
I did not know that before today. Earlier today. That's when I learned this. Alright. Let's sneak so I can get my hoe. Not gonna check on the boars. I'm gonna give the boars a good like 20 minutes. One of them is not gonna be done, but the other one should be done. Here for now. All right. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's start. Over here. I'm doing something. I'm going to do something a little bit weird that I saw on a video. But that looks like it might be kind of cool. is correct. This isn't correct. Of course, it's nighttime. But whatever. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty goddamn good. Pretty goddamn motherfucking good. Alright. Now. Feels too far. That feels way too far. I'm cold! That feels too far too, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. That's definitely too far. We're gonna go like right here. Liz is first. Hi. How are you doing, Liz? You're just here just in time to see my amazing gardening skills. My newly acquired amazing gardening skills.
Newly acquired?
Yeah, because I've, you know, I've watched videos and stuff. This feels like it's too much. This feels like it's too much. But it matches this, so I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it. Like this is like too much. I think I've already messed up, but it's fine. The plants are fine. Uh. Yeah, this like. Let's go kind of like right there, but it doesn't matter. This is fine. This is fine enough the way it is. I do kind of wish it was daytime, but it's okay that it's not.
It's quite possible that you could sleep.
I'm hesitant to sleep because I would have to go into the base, and I don't want to go into the base. Don't want to go that close to the boars. There. This is like too big, technically. Like I don't know why the space is like bleeding over. Maybe I didn't put this. Who the shit is breaking my... Especially with the boars to tame me, because I do actually have to go cook stuff soon. I'm out of food. So I can cook stuff at Kyle's place. Oops. Ow. How dare you? Try that again. How dare you? Try it again. This isn't helpful. Hold on. Alright, do it again. Do it again. Alright. There you go. Now you're dead. Go around back. I know all of these are ready to go too, but I'll just wait on that. Oh god, I need to repair my thing. Can I repair this at Kyle's place? I'm gonna go try to repair this at Kyle's place. Alternatively, I could just sneak. You know what? I can sneak over to the workshop. Boars won't see me.
There's a deer inside the castle.
Good. There has been a deer inside the castle. I was thinking about redoing the walls in the like the brick, you know, layer style. And I think I can
I just
do it.
did that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have to do that. Well, then I don't have to do that. Then I don't know what to do other than continue waiting for these boars to tame. I think one of the boars is probably tamed by now. I'll go check him out in the morning. Right. I need these. Bless you. I just end up turning this area into something else. Don't know what, but we'll see. Oh yeah, the whole reason. The whole reason was I wanted to do. Yeah, let me just. You know what? I'll just do that. I'll just make these. Turtles.
Merc,
Huh?
since you enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3, have you considered playing Disco Elysium?
No.
Do you know of it?
Yes. I'm just gonna use all of these as seeds, I think.
It's a
'Cause I
good
need more seeds.
CRPG.
I've heard of it. I don't know that much about it. Um, didn't they like re-release it with voice acting at some point?
I don't know. When I played it, it had voice acting.
I think it was something like the original release didn't have any voice acting, but then they like put voice acting in it.
Huh.
You know what? That's fine. Let's do this. like too far. I think it needs to be like here. Oh, that's all I got. All right, well, it's morning, so let me go check out yon boars. Well, my sneak is improving. I can't get close enough to this stupid boar to see. Tame hungry. Tameness 38%. Great. Great. Let's put more carrots out. No, I don't want the carrots to be right here. I want the carrots to be kind of like right in the middle. It's not right in the middle, but you know what? It's fine. So one of them is, in fact, tame. The other one is at 38% and is going. Fortunately, it saw me. But that's okay. I'm leaving.
Be gone.
I'm leaving to do more planting. Seed carrots. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something weird. These have to be too close. Oh, that's it. That's all I got. Alright, well, shit's growing. I'm gonna stay here for just a minute or two while I AFK right back.
The ground
And then
is
I'll...
shaking here.
Well, you have a castle. Who cares? Do you need me to come help you right now?
Well, I don't see anything at the moment.
I don't have very many arrows either. I need to make more arrows. Alright, well, I'm gonna AFK for a minute. I don't see anything here either, so... Be right back.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for rolls to spawn here.
Okay, I'm back.
No trolls managed to spawn here.
There's nothing here either that I see.
Well, it wouldn't be there. It was definitely located here.
How fucking dare you? Neck. I'm going to make a bunch of wood arrows and see if I can hunt some more birds. We need more feathers. Actually, we might not need more feathers. I think I actually took a bunch of feathers from Kyle the other day. With his permission, of course.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I remember him telling me like that's where the feathers were in this old thing. I just don't remember how many I took. You know what? I will make some... I'm not gonna make wood arrows. Wood arrows suck. I'll make good arrows. Wood arrows are good for getting feathers for good arrows. And that's like all they're good for. Hunting deer too. I don't want to go too far away from the base.
The list of things they're good for just keeps growing, doesn't it?
It keeps on growing. I'll try to make this path a little smoother. I've done it. I think I've done it. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. Well, at this point, I'm just kind of waiting around a little bit. How's everybody doing tonight? Kyle isn't here, but he might show up later.
Might.
Good.
He might. They've apparently finished words are failing me right now. They finished filming. Christ. They finished filming Andor season 2 apparently. So that's exciting.
This sounds disgusting.
What?
Muck shake.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry I'm late.
How dare you be late? You know what? You're fired.
I was like, that's too
I'm
short.
not paying you anymore. Kyle, did you watch Andor? You
No.
interested in Andor at all?
Is that a Star Wars thing?
Yeah, but it's definitely different than majority of Star. In fact, I don't think there's anything Star Wars that's like Andor. Rogue One
don't
comes the
even-
closest. It's just that it's not quite there. What's that?
I don't really know what it is.
It's did you see the movie Rogue One from Star Wars?
No, because everyone I know said it was really bad.
No, everyone you know is stupid as hell. Rogue One was, I'm sorry, but they are. Nobody I know thinks that Rogue One was a bad movie. Like, not a
It's one
single
of the
person.
best Star Wars movies.
I think we run in different circles for the most
Rogue
part.
One was actually a really good Star Wars movie. Rogue One was a little bit more serious. It's still a Disney Star Wars movie.
It was
But
a
it was
war
a bit
movie.
more, yeah, it was a bit more serious, and it was a bit more of like a war movie. Andor is about a character from that movie. It's
It
a
also
prequel.
had
It
the
basically
best
leads up to
droid
that movie.
in
That's
Star Wars.
possibly true. Andor it's practically like a World War II spy thriller, but it's in Star Wars. But it's like it's like really good. It's probably like the best thing that has been Star Wars in the last like 40 years. Like it's actually really good.
Okay.
I would very highly recommend it.
So how come you're asking me just to recommend
Because
it?
well, yeah, I mean, just I was trying to think as I wait for these stupid boars to tame. I was trying to think of something to talk about, and I remember that earlier today I read that they finished filming for season 2. There's only going to be 2 seasons. They planned for it. I guess originally the plan was 3 seasons, but for some reason they decided to cut it down to 2. Just weird, but it's okay as long as they know that it's going to be 2 seasons. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's not like they suddenly cut it down. Like they went into season 2 knowing it was only going to be 2 seasons. But anyway, basically they finished filming for season 2, so it just reminded me of it. But yeah, I would very highly recommend watching Andor if you like Star Wars at all.
I like the game, Battlefront.
Yeah. I don't know. Just give it a try. It's kind of the first season is I think it was 11 episodes. It's split into kind of like mini arcs. Like the beginning arc is like the first 3 episodes, and then there's like a 2-episode arc, and then like a 2-episode arc, and then a 3-episode arc. So like if you're gonna give it a chance, watch like the first like 3 episodes because that's like the first arc. Kind of has a bit of an ending.
Okay. You know what's like Star Wars and 40k and Starship Troopers?
What's that? Many
Helldivers
things.
2.
Is it? I don't know a goddamn thing about Helldivers 2. Runo was playing it.
Oh my god,
Runo said he
it's
was
so
playing
good.
it. Is it? What is
It's probably
it?
the best game I played in like years.
What is it though? Like I don't
It's
have
like
I have
a-
no idea about it.
It's like a horde shooter,
All right.
basically. But I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Like you get launched onto a planet and then you have all these different tools you can use to fight the enemy. And then you kill them and do objectives and then leave.
Okay.
And just do that over and over again, but
Except your
It's really
mortality
good.
rate's very high.
yeah.
You can, in fact, just like you come in on drop pods, you can just land on someone. It is very easy to get your own teammates killed. Like, you don't even have to try. That's how easy it is. And you're spreading democracy.
Yeah, you're spreading democracy. liberating
to
planets
who?
by committing
By
Who are you-
genociding,
genocide.
yeah, by committing genocides, you're spreading democracy.
I mean, it sounds like Starship Troopers.
It is Starship Troopers up to turned up to 11. They
Yeah.
really hammered home the whole patriotism thing.
And it's like you get into like full scale battles.
You kind of have to turn that up to 11 because like there are still people who do not understand that Starship Troopers is not a serious movie. Is like a satire. There are people who look at Starship Troopers and are like, yeah, fuck yeah, America, or something like that, and it's like, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
All to spread the supremacy of Super Earth. Not Earth, Super Earth.
Super Earth.
Yeah.
Now, Super Earth is of course the surface and the hollowed out inside of Earth as well. Yes.
It's in the entirety of Earth. In Helldivers 2, they added a new faction. At least I think it's a new faction. I didn't play too much of the first one, where you fight robots.
I think they are in the first one.
The robots are socialists.
Well, we can't have that. We can't have any kind of socialism.
So my comment was, I think the bugs are supposed to be communists.
It's amazing though. Like, it's definitely a game that we should play in the future. Like every hour of that game feels like we're in a movie.
Speaking of games we could play in the future, I saw another video. Listen, I watch a lot of videos. I don't watch Twitch streams. Being a Twitch streamer, I don't ever watch Twitch streams. I do watch VODs sometimes of certain people, but it's always on YouTube. Anyway, YouTube recommended a video to me because I was looking up Valheim stuff, I'm sure. But they recommended a video to me of a group of people are making what they call an RPG map in Valheim, where they have pre-built like various, very themed cities, and they have somehow used the like vanilla, I don't know, editing tools to make like quests, and it's basically kind of a linear progression RPG where you have to go through these cities, do quests to gather the materials that you need to upgrade your equipment, and it's basically like playing through Valheim, getting better stuff like you do in Valheim and fighting the bosses. But it's very like kind of guided.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah. They made a whole like map for it and stuff.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool, and apparently it's like fully vanilla. Like there's no mods involved at all. Apparently
The only
they
mods
did make
are the what they call the MMO version of the map.
Yeah, they made an MMO. So there's like two versions of the map. One is meant for like a small group like us, like exactly like us, where it's like four people, a small group. You go through it, and it's basically it's a very kind of guided playthrough of Valheim. The other version of the map is meant for more like bigger servers and actually has mods on it and has like a bunch of stuff on it that is meant for more playing on for long term. Apparently it's supposed to be coming out in a few weeks. I was thinking if we were still playing this game by then, we could give it a try sometime. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Oh, and like that's another thing I was gonna say. Like, how games launch with like battle passes now?
Yeah.
This has, but you can just earn it all in game for free.
I mean, you can do that with a lot of games. It doesn't necessarily make it... It is better than having to pay for it, but not much. The games with battle passes, even if they're free, it makes me... it's the same thing where you have you have dailies tied to progression, where it starts feeling like a job, and at that point I start losing interest. Like Elder Scrolls Online has like time gated crafting, where like in order to unlock certain like a crafting like to give like an ability to a piece of armor or whatever, but it's like in most games this would be like a basic part of crafting, right? Like where you're making armor and you put a certain thing in the armor to give it a certain stat, and like that's crafting. But in Elder Scrolls Online you have to unlock that, and in order to unlock it you kind of have to put a thing up to be like researched. You don't have to research it like actively yourself, but you do have to put it up, but you can only put like one thing up every, what is it, like 20 hours or something like that?
No, the time increase the more research you do.
Yeah, well there you go. And by the time you're down to like the last dozen or so things that you want to unlock for crafting, you're spending like multiple days at a time just unlocking these things, and there's like nothing else that you can do. And it's just, it really put me off, because I'm like, I just want to like learn to craft, I just want to do craft shit.
I think
I'm
I'm
like, no,
down
you
to
must
like
wait.
the last traits I can learn over all of my crafts, and the research takes like a week.
Yeah. A lot of free to play games use time, like a lot of time getting, like Star Trek Online was another one of those that was really annoying, with the amount of like time gated stuff in that in order to get things. Star Trek Online had a lot of other problems in my eyes as well, but that was one of the big ones.
No kidding. Still quite popular though.
It is, well, it's Star Trek. I mean, ESO isn't a bad game, honestly. It's probably not quite what someone wants when they want to play an Elder Scrolls game, but like it's not a bad game overall. It's just, being, I guess, free to play, or at least partially free to play. They have those kind of mechanics in it, and it kind of, obviously it's to drive purchases, and I get that, but it still sucks, Like, just because there's a reason for it doesn't mean it doesn't still suck.
Yeah.
Star Trek Online, the other main problem I had with Star Trek Online was that it was a bit jank in like an unfun way. Like, I go into a mission and I'm supposed to get like ambushed or whatever by a couple of fighters or whatever, and but the mission must be like bugged or something, and instead of like a couple of like little ships coming to harass me, there's like an entire fleet and they destroy me in like literally 5 seconds, and there's nothing that I can do about it. And so I have to spend the rest of the mission like flying around the outskirts of their little swarm and trying to pick them off one by one. And it just wasn't fun. And it's weird because I don't hear a lot of people kind of complaining about that, and I wonder, like, are they just not mentioning this? Are they not doing this mission, or like is it a problem on my end somehow, or what? But I don't know. But either way, I actually have a lifetime sub to Star Trek Online. I bought it before it came out. I bought it. It was a pre-order launch thing. Got it for fairly cheap, compared to what it is now. And I even still have the box.
$300.
But now it's $300. Back then it was like $150, I think, like pre-order.
Oh yeah.
I actually still have the box. I'm looking at the box, the original Star Trek Online launch box right now. It's up there on my shelf. But it's just, I don't know. The game feels so jank nowadays. I think Champions Online was kind of like that. Champions Online feels so jank in terms of the combat anymore. Like, it's so loose, and like it's not very fun to play.
Yeah, they ruined it. They ruined it in On Alert update.
It's funny
You
because
remember that?
yeah, I do remember that. But it's funny because the same company, you know, makes Neverwinter, right? Neverwinter Online, the MMO.
Mm.
And from what I've seen and played a little bit, Neverwinter's combat is actually fairly like tight and like nice and like not terrible. And I'm just wondering, like, why can't they just do that to
Yeah.
champions? I mean, it's all like melee and magic powers. Like, they can easily just be ported over, I feel like. They probably use some of the same animations, too. It wouldn't surprise me. They use some of the same animations in Star Trek Online. I know that for a fact.
I think the main dev that does it now, she's just not good enough to do that. There's only like a very small team of people doing anything with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I know. Cryptic is a small independent company. Please don't bully. Of course, Neverwinter also has like major like content problems, I think, right now. Didn't they like remove half the content for Neverwinter like a while ago for some reason?
I didn't hear anything about that.
It was a while. It was like maybe a couple of years ago. Like Josh Dreyfus did a thing about it when he like reviewed it. Ouch. Ouch.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh god, I might die.
Just the past things that they've done to games, like that on alert update. Just the game just trash after that.
Yeah.
Like it felt somewhat balanced before, and then it just went crazy. And then they brought out all the lockboxes anyway.
Definitely gonna die. Oh my god, how did I not die? How did I not die?
Where are you dying?
Because I'm getting assaulted by a brute and a shaman. They always seem to spawn together anymore. And I have no food because I haven't been able to cook anything because I'm still waiting for the stupid boars to tame. So I'm like low on stamina and health. I'm okay though. I didn't die. I'm hiding. I'm gonna check up on this other boar here when the morning comes. You're breathing into the mic also a little bit, Craig. I mean, it's kind of hot, but
No, you.
this isn't an ASMR stream. Could be, I guess. I don't know, I'm definitely feeling kind of the pull to play another game while I wait for Dawn Trail to come out, but there's not really anything out there that I'm terribly interested in. There are a few things I want to play, but I'm feeling a little bit of God, what do you want to call it? Streamer ennui, where I don't know if I want to play a game by myself for my own enjoyment or if I want to try to save it for playing on stream. There are a couple of games in my I want to play list that are like that, where it's like I kind of feel like playing this, but do I want to wait and play it on stream? But if I do that, then I'm not going to play it for a while, which means I have nothing else to play.
You don't really stream very often.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of the problem. That's one of the reasons I was thinking about doing a third stream day, but I was going to do my kind of initial plan was I want to play more Yakuza Like a Dragon. I guess I could call it now. but there's so much, and those games are so long that playing it, playing like one game a year, it's gonna take me like, wait, 8 years, 8 more years to get through them all. So I was thinking about just adding just like a straight up just stream Yakuza day, where I would just start playing Yakuza games every week, like forever until I'm done. It would still take me probably a couple years to get through them, but it wouldn't take nearly as long as if I only played, one a year, like I do now. But I haven't done that, partly because I was wondering if I should try YouTube streaming, because some streamers I know are kind of starting to make a little bit of a switch toward YouTube instead of Twitch. But I would have to set up for that. Like, yeah, I can. I'm fully able to do that. I would just have to like set things up and set up alerts and all that bullshit for it. And I'm very unfamiliar with YouTube's like systems for that.
I don't think YouTube is very familiar with YouTube systems.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. YouTube doesn't have as many systems for that as Twitch does, for sure. But YouTube streaming apparently is taking off a bit, so I hear. So that's been my why I haven't been doing that much, and I haven't started that stream yet. All right, one boar is tame and happy. How are you, Yon boar? Are you tame? They're both tame. They're both tame. They're both tame. Oh wait, boar. Boar loves me. Boar loves me. Oh my god. They have already procreated. There is a baby boar in here already. There's 3 carrots in here. I'm going to, well, I'll throw these out again. I need more carrots in here, I think. Alright, the base is no longer off limits. You can come into the base whenever you like. The boars are tame, the boars are happy, the boars are done. Finally. Thank God. It means I can actually, put the fires back up. Do I have the mats to make a... Yes, I do. The hearth. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this whole thing. Oh wait. I'm gonna move everything over here. What do I need for this? I need some tin. Oh, we have tin. I took it down and put the tin somewhere. Here it is. This. Doesn't really matter. I'll just put it right here. And I'm gonna make this, this, then do this over here. I need to hang? What's going on? Can I put this anywhere? Right. No, I can actually cook. Jesse.
Why are you cooking Jesse?
Jesse. I'm gonna move the food, but I'm gonna do that later. I've moved the kitchen. We have this, we have these. What do I need? What do I need to make stuff? We're gonna make more sausage, and I need boar meat. Oh yeah, that was the whole reason. That was the whole reason why I was trying to breed the boars. That was the whole goddamn reason. I can make deer stew. I need blueberries for that. Do I have any blueberries? No, I do not. Kyle, do you have any blueberries?
No.
Alright. Everybody's super happy in here. Boar loves me. Well, I guess I'll go out and look for blueberries. Blueberries are in
Black Forest.
dark forest, yeah. Alright, that's fine. Do that. I can do dark forest. I don't have any health, but it's fine. I'll be fine in the black forest. Oh yeah, I can just go to the vendor. I was gonna walk all the way to the black forest that's south of us, but I just forgot we can just... South or is it north? I don't remember. Well, either way. Let's go to the vendor.
I'm pretty sure I marked some, like one bush.
Speaking of games that we can play on stream, we're never gonna play on stream. Some blueberries up there. You guys heard about how Suicide Squad is doing?
Huh.
Heard about it. Don't know much.
It sucks apparently. So it's by the makers of the Batman Arkham games. So you would think it would be good because those games were good. But it is a games as a service looter shooter. Yeah.
Although, for a superhero game, that's a bit of a first, isn't it?
Yeah, I can. It kind of, yeah. I mean, it's gameplay wise, it's bog standard looter shooter stuff. Except you're playing as Suicide Squad, who are like villains, I guess. Well, I'm not. I guess I know who they are. It's just they're sort of like anti-villains at this point. But the apparently the currently on Steam, Arkham Knight, their last, not that's actually their last Batman game. It was one of the last. It was actually 2 Batman games ago. has more players than this newly released AAA looter shooter games as a service game. You know what else apparently has more current players than Suicide Squad? Games as a service looter shooter Suicide Squad? Marvel's Avengers. Marvel's Avengers. Do you know about that game, Kyle?
I looked at it as an alternative to Champions Online at one point.
It's not an MMO at all. It's also a
remember.
games as a service thing. It's not a looter shooter, but it is still kind of a loot heavy game apparently. But everybody hated Marvel's Avengers. It did not do well at all, and it still continues to not do well. But apparently, it's doing better than Suicide Squad.
It's not doing well in the fact that they kind of dropped it.
Yeah, they dropped it. They dropped it because it wasn't doing well, because everybody hated it.
And it'll
Yeah,
never
it's
have
just-
Spider-Man.
It does have Spider-Man. It has Spider-Man right now.
Yeah, on PlayStation.
Oh, does it? Does Spider-Man only on PlayStation?
He's only on PlayStation.
Oh,
There are
God.
no plans to release him like on other on other platforms. So he's stuck on PlayStation. So no matter what version of that game you got a hold of, it will forever be inferior because you will never have Spider-Man unless you got it on PlayStation.
Craig is
Thanks,
breathing
Sony.
heavily into the mic again. He's getting very excited about all of our talk about shitty AAA games as a service games that have utterly failed because people don't want that.
But exactly right. Thanks, Sony. Thanks for having your death grip on Spider-Man.
I've seen Spider-Man gameplay though from that game, from Avengers. It sucks. It's bad, especially when compared to the actual Spider-Man game. The actual Spider-Man game is it's good. I mean, I don't know why people are hating on Spider-Man 2. I haven't looked into it. I enjoy Spider-Man 2 well enough. Again, it was more of the same, but like, what else do you want? Like, you know, what are you looking for in a Spider-Man game other than playing as Spider-Man? People just kind of don't know what they want sometimes. But you know, they were fun. It was fun to swing around. It was fun to fight. You know, they were fun games. And yet I look at the Avengers version of Spider-Man, and man, he is it's like compare the way Tom Holland's Spider-Man moves versus say the old 70s Spider-Man cartoon. Or compare like compare Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse to old 70s, you know, original like Spider-Man and Friends cartoon. That's what it feels like. That's the difference. It's like ridiculously bad. It's like slow and it's not fun. Doesn't look fun anyway. Thank God it stopped raining. Jesus. But anyway, yeah, that's what's the entire thing. That's the entire reason I wanted to bring it up, was just because Suicide Squad, a game that everybody expected to end up hating, it turns out everyone hates. Indeed. So, good job. Good job, Rocksteady, apparently. God, there are a million guys after me. I did pass by a spawn, to be fair.
Well, also the premise of that game is stupid, and they should have known that nobody would want it, and it's right in the title.
Oh, God, stop pushing me away, you stupid things. Every time I parry a brute, the others like push me away from him and I can't attack him. Son of a bitch.
Boar is hungry.
Who's hungry?
Boar.
Not my boars.
Boar is hungry.
None of my boars are hungry. I left a bunch of
Or
food
can
there
wait.
for them.
Boar needs
I only
food
left.
badly.
I only left a couple of foods there for him, actually. I'm out here because I'm trying to get more food for myself. Come on. Alright, you're dead. And now you. 1-star Grey Dwarf. Let's go. Come on. Come on. And now you're dead too. Congratulations. You're dead. Now where were these blueberries that I just grabbed? I just grabbed a bunch of blueberries and now I don't know where the hell they were. Over here? No? Are they over here? No? Maybe. Are these blueberry plants? I think they are. Alright. How many? I have 12. That's not very many. There's not very many blueberries. I won't die, don't worry. I won't die to friggin' Grey Dwarfs. Might die of a troll.
Famous last words.
I was reading a factoid about a guy, I want to say it might have been during the Civil War. He was, it was like a general or like a leader guy, and he was chastising his troops for taking cover during a big like firefight. And he was out like walking around and saying like, "Oh yeah, they're so far away they couldn't even hit an elephant at this distance." And those were literally his last words, because he got shot.
Maybe he was bigger than an elephant.
Maybe he was. Maybe he was.
Weren't they still sort of slightly transitioning out of linear warfare at that time?
Yeah, Civil War was very.
So there were still people fighting that war that were like, "This is the way that we do it."
Yeah, definitely.
But actually, it just definitely not.
Yeah.
Not with that modern firearms coming in.
I mean, even in the Revolutionary War, there were a lot of guerrilla-ish tactics going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, Civil War still had, they still had some lines. Still had firing lines. It's just that they also had not firing lines. And the people in charge, a lot of the time, did not understand how to deal with people who were not lined up, ready to die.
Yep. Kind of crazy, think about it.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't know how that even continued to be a thing for so long. Because, I mean, even from Civil War up to, or the Revolutionary War up to Civil War, that's like nearly 100 years. I mean, there were other wars between then.
The only wars I care about is where you had to keep up the morale of your troop by playing a drum.
They had that in the Civil War. They were still doing that in the Civil War.
Crazy.
Don't think that they did it after the Civil War. Of course, after the Civil War, I don't know. I don't think that there was any war America was like directly involved in until World War I. After that, And I don't know. World War One is definitely like a war that I don't know that much about. But I know that during World War II, of course, they had the USO shows, you know, where they would bring celebrities and stuff over to the to, you know, the bases and stuff in Europe and in the Pacific to entertain the troops, and that's, I don't know, that's a little bit like the little drummer boys, you know, keep their morale up.
Did that in, well, in the last 20 years as well. Iraq and Afghanistan had a lot
Yeah.
of stuff like that.
That was amazing. I point blank parried an archer, a skeletal archer. I don't know why. Every time I parry someone with a bow, it just tickles me. Alright, what do I have? I have 31. I think that's a pretty good amount. I've also marked a bunch of blueberry places. I'll put them on the map when I get back.
I am at the swamp.
If you find any turnip seeds, grab them. We still need more of those.
Can we sleep?
We can in a bit, as soon as I get back. I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere right now.
I'll put down the bed. Finally.
I'm almost back. It's not going to take me very long to get back.
There are enemies nearby, apparently.
Sorry, I keep on seeing, like, blueberries and I want to mark them. There we go. But I'm almost back. Hi. Can I help you with something, sir? Alright, I'm back. I'm going to go to sleep. I feel like deer in real life are not nearly as noisy as they are in this game. I don't doubt that they make noises. I just feel like I have never in real life heard a deer make a noise. And I have seen a lot of deer in real life.
I should know. I'm an expert.
I should know. I'm a deer myself.
Alright, we're sleeping.
I'm sleeping. Your face is sleeping.
Well, that's usually how it goes.
Who's not sleeping? Who dares?
Me.
Get yourself to bed, young man. Young woman, I guess.
If I'd have known we were going to sleep beforehand, I wouldn't have left.
So my plans right now are, after we sleep,
Um,
to... Yes?
Here, I'll just make this easier.
What are you doing?
Logging out.
Okay.
Because the Grey Dwarves destroyed the portal, so I couldn't help. I couldn't sleep.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Were you at the vendor?
Yeah, I was in the Black
Oh,
Forest.
that might have been my fault. I might have left them, led them there. Sorry.
Yes, you did, because there was a lot of them.
There, I've put my blueberries on the table. My blueberry maps on the table. Let's see here. Just need some carrots now, which actually I might be able to harvest some. Yep, a couple of them. Oh, shit. The rest of these need a little bit of time, just another couple minutes. But that's fine, because I have enough to make deer stew. Inventory's full. Why? I do have a lot of stuff. I did get a bunch of stuff. You can go. You can go in here for now. That's good.
The way is shut. The gray dwarves keep it.
Are you able to put the portal back up?
Well, I need to kill them first.
Yeah.
Haldor does not fight.
No. Well, that's fine. Let's cook that. I can make 2 more. I'm going to cook the rest of this deer meat because the stew requires cooked meat. Just going to cook it all.
What is the portal called?
To the vendor,
Yeah.
it's XIII, all capitalized.
I don't remember the portal screaming.
Yeah, they kind of scream. I'm so glad that I can just run around the base now without having to worry about this stupid goddamn boars. Alright. Let's put this away. Let's start moving this stuff out. I'll put this away. Just for a moment. I think I'm gonna have to do... more. Alright. How are we doing in here? Oh, we got more. We got more little ones. We got more little ones.
I do keep forgetting that you can't climb like in Conan.
Yeah, that would be nice if you could. All right, we have 2 little ones. I'm waiting until they grow up. I might be lacking food. I'm going to see what has fully grown. Oh, a bunch of stuff is fully grown. Yeah, GNG, you're right. You can't just have your junk out like Conan.
It's too cold.
Fortunately. Give that a little bit more time. Let me... I think I'm going to, instead of using carrots to feed these guys like a dummy, I'm going to use berries. Like I should have done in the first place. No, not over there. Right in the middle. There you go, boar. You need to get the shit out of the way. Or go away. I'm thinking about do something like this. Might kind of stop them from coming over here. Alright, I have more carrots now, which means I can make more deer stew. Which I will do.
Who's Stew? Why is Stew a deer?
Stew a deer. A female deer. Does anyone else want some deer stew?
Yes.
I'll make you some deer stew.
Not at the moment.
Is the sun setting?
Already?
I'm asking.
No. Not that I can tell.
I can't really tell in the Black Forest.
Alright, I'm just cleaning my inventory a bit.
So we're doing another buildy stream.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm in a swamp crypt right now.
Oh,
Oh.
well, for iron.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how big it is yet, but I'm mining and killing things.
Alright, I think I can make a couple of sausages at least. Entrails. We have plenty of... You know what? Sure.
I could do with that.
You want some sausage? I can only make 8. But I mean, that's, you know, you can have them. Honestly, you can have them. I might go out boar hunting. I know that we have boars, but like, you know, we need some now, so. Yeah, you want some? Where are you?
Over here.
Here, have half. Have 4 sausages. Have 4 ground sausages. There you
Thank you.
go. I think I'm going to do this instead. This just so I can see in here a little bit better.
I'm surprised they didn't add spreading fire to this game.
They haven't
Because that
yet.
would have been exciting.
Exciting like in Pal World.
Oh, did you hear? That was actually, they had to tune that down a little bit.
Have they tuned it down?
Fire spread insanely fast. Like, I built a pretty good structure, and it got breathed fire on, and it went up in like 30 seconds. Everything just immediately was destroyed. Then I saw a patch note saying that they reduced that, so it shouldn't be so fast, because it felt a little nuts. I've since upgraded to stone, but it was a little crazy to... that just an errant flamethrower hit my house, and then it was... everything was gone.
Oh. It's like that.
Yeah.
Yep. I've seen videos. It's pretty bad.
It shouldn't be as bad anymore, but I haven't built a wooden structure in a while.
I know people like that game a lot. Like they've done nothing else since.
It's a good game. It's like any survival game for me where you do get to a point where it starts getting more grindy a bit.
That doesn't really surprise me, no.
But I mean, every survival game is like that. I mean, Valheim is like that. So, you
Yeah.
know.
This seems to be a pretty big crypt.
I heard Pal World finally has a loss in players.
Huh?
The concurrent player count has gone down a bit.
Oh, okay.
Not much, though.
What is it? At the moment, anyway.
I think they finally stopped at, I want to say, almost 20 million.
Concurrent people or just buys?
Of sale.
All right,
unique
sales. I was about to
players.
say.
Yeah,
I was about to say
copies
that's a
sold is
lot.
like, copies sold is like 20 million.
I mean, even that's a lot, you know, but concurrent
Yeah.
players 20 million would be a little bit ridiculous.
I believe I saw a news report saying that the number of Pal World players is more than the entire population of Singapore.
It's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna repair, get rid of a couple things, and then I will come, I guess, join you, Craig, for a little bit.
I think Helldivers is my power world, to be honest.
Just playing it forever.
Yeah.
Gonna rest too. Where are you, Craig? What like portal did you go through?
I think it's called Out.
Oot.
What are you talking about? No, I didn't do that right. I think the line goes, what are you talking about?
That's more, I don't know.
And if you look at the triangle of
Zealandish.
map crypts there,
Yeah.
I'm in the crypt that's straight west of the southernmost crypt. It's not
I'm
mapped
not
yet.
sure. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure that I knew there was a group there.
Sounded more like a chav to me.
It's
Sounded almost South African to me.
It's gosh, I have to remember this. While not getting assaulted by grade wars.
Craig, I have some food for you. There you go. Oh, I didn't bring any arrows. Oh well, we're okay.
I know this from some YouTubers, but it's called the Big Les Show,
Okay.
and it's just a line a Bigfoot named Sassy says.
Uh-huh.
Let me leave a video.
Some iron in here. And some chains. I got it.
There, I just put it in the Discord.
We have 2 longships parked here.
Nice. Yeah, because I put one there.
Yeah. My point just being that we can load a lot of metal.
Hmm.
Yeah. Ideally, we would go with 4. The swamp was big enough.
There's a slime there. Ooh. The sight of that. The sight of that was so stupid. It's like when you go through a door and someone puts a gun to your head, except it's not a gun, it's a bow and arrow.
I think you may have picked up my spear.
Entirely possible. Here you go. No, I don't actually see it. Am I missing it? No, I don't see
Oh
it.
no, I've got it. It just didn't re-equip for some reason.
That was so stupid looking. Craig walks in a room and a Draugr like puts a bow to his head. Like he's trying to catch him like off guard. Oh. I've heard that Pal World apparently is having a tough time finding devs to hire.
Did they
Which-
even want to make this game?
They do.
That's what I'm.
Well, that's the thing is that they do absolutely, now that they're making money on it, they absolutely do want to make it.
Yeah, they're doing now, but it was like a B team game at first, wasn't it?
It was, yes, it absolutely was. But I think I want to say this is something that I might have talked about before on the stream, is that PC devs, specifically devs for PC games in Japan, are harder to come by than in like the rest of the world. So if you're like a PC dev in Japan, you're like high in demand. And there's just not that many of them. It goes back to the whole thing where PC as a platform is just not as popular in Japan as it is in the rest of the world. It's getting more popular. Back up, Rick. I can't hit through you. It is getting more popular as time goes on, but it's still. You. There we go. New item, ancient bark spear. That's how I picked it up. Hit me. There you go. Hold on, let me just kill this guy and then I'll. There you go.
I like throwing the spear. The downside is that
People will pick it up.
people pick it up. If you pick it up but you try to attack, then you'll kick. And then it won't auto-equip. So there's just some light jankiness associated with throwing it.
Yeah. I know it's often cited as one of the reasons that Final Fantasy XIV development is a little bit like not best speed, is because it's actually multiple reasons for Final Fantasy XIV. Number one, Final Fantasy XIV, their hiring is very particular. They like to hire people who have like multiple disciplines, who can do multiple things, but that also excel at multiple things. And so, like, they don't hire a lot of people, but it still kind of ultimately comes back to the fact that there's just not as many PC developers in Japan as there are in the West. But
Also,
I'm sure we'll
anyone
find someone.
that's using any kind of or is fluent in any kind of programming language can make much more money doing software development for
Yeah.
literally any other kind of company.
Yeah, and have an easier time too. Like there's no big crunch when you're working for like other, you know, non-game software companies.
Yeah.
It's very 9 to 5 in those places. You get this, I can't get this.
Probably all gone. We might actually be done here.
It's possible. It's possible. Is there anything over here? Nothing here. It's a weirdly small cave. Or dungeon.
It was actually
It goes.
kind of big.
It's a nice size, but it only goes like one way. Like there's 3 ways from the
Yeah.
entrance, but the only part that actually leads anywhere is the left.
Left was like a grid though, and there were piles that like every side of every square, so there were a lot of piles here. This chest has the loot if you want to carry some.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if you were carrying everything or not. Where? We're here? No, we're here. There's still 19 iron that I cannot carry. I can come back for it. Hey, skeleton. Hey,
Where are
2-star
there-
skeleton.
Super creepy noises happening here. Creepier than normal.
I don't know. Are we near one of those big bosses? One of the big tree monsters? Hey, bud. Hit me down, but that's fine. I'll do this. No. Hi, Lost Oak. How you doing?
Fine.
If we do find another one of those monsters, I am not equipped to fight it right now. I have, like, almost no arrows left. I need to go get some.
Oh, guess what?
What?
But
Found one.
On what? A
Tree
big monster? Have fun. Oh, you found one like right next to where the thing is. No wonder you were hearing creepy noises. That's probably what it was.
I think it wandered back.
we can probably kill one.
I have
I can
no fire arrows. I have 2 fire arrows. I have literally 2 fire arrows on me right now.
We can melee it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even easier to kill it with melee.
I do have an axe, which I suppose is another one of its... Oh god, there it is. Okay, well, if you want to fight it, let's fight it. Oh
Yeah, the
god.
axe just chunks itself.
I would like not to have its attention. There we go. Ow. Sorry, bud, you can't destroy the dungeons. Wow. Died.
There's a tree monster. We're attacking it with axes. Yeah, it's gonna go down hard.
I don't know why I've marked this dungeon and I put a cross in it, so. Alright, I got all the iron. The iron. Got all the iron.
Shall we destroy these spawners over here?
Probably should.
Alright, sure. After all, why shouldn't we? What the fuck did you just do, Lost Joke? What are you using?
It's my power attack. I do insane amount of damage if I can do it from
Oh,
behind.
there's another one up here. Didn't realize. There we go.
Someone pick up my spear again.
That was me, apparently. Here, have it back. Stop throwing your spear at me, Craig. Another more over here. There's a fire spawner too.
But I want you to notice how big it is.
Notice me, spear pie.
Let's not destroy the fire spawner, but instead mine it into the water or around.
It's 2-star skeleton over here. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of things over here. I need some assistance. Lost Hook, you're being chased.
I'm aware.
Alright, I got it. Alright.
Eat
I
something.
don't have room. I can't eat anything. I'm full.
Does anyone have my spear?
I have your spear.
I literally cannot pick up your spear anymore. I'm too full.
Stop throwing your spear at us. Oh, look, another one.
Oh no, okay, well, let's
Merg
do
woke it up. That's not an ideal spawn.
Alright.
Oh, there's a turtling coming. Oh, it's dead. It went in the water.
Of course it did. Stop moving around. I can't hit you.
A lot of screen shake.
I'm not getting any screen shake. I might have turned screen shake off. Probably for the best. There's already a lot of water around here.
Not an ideal spot for them, no. What's that blue thing over there? I think that's a starred surtling. Yeah, it's another surtling, but he's
We
blue.
probably don't want to mine the actual fire thing, though.
No, no, no. I can mine this, but that's it. You gotta leave that one.
Damn, I'm good.
Damn, I'm looking good.
Let's mark this area too. For the fire.
You mark it. Yeah, you mark it and then put it in the table later. How far out do we have to go from it?
Or a farm. Probably not very far.
And it just needs to be like ankle deep, right? It doesn't need to be like that deep.
It just needs to be water. Like, it could be a puddle, and it'll hurt them.
I think it's fine as it is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna get farmed real easy like this.
Just leveling it a little bit to make it easier for us. Always gotta take pride in your work, you know?